There has been a record amount of teenagers becoming millionaires in 2022 and 2023. And most of these teenagers are becoming rich through an online business they made. And most of you are probably thinking dropshipping, Amazon FBA, or some sort of agency or copywriting. But the business I'm gonna be talking about isn't even an online business. And before you click off the video, I made over $1,000 my first month, and I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do it too. And this doesn't even seem like a lot of money to people, but I'm looking to scale over $50,000 this year. And this isn't even my main business. First, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can make money with $0, and it's not gonna be some bogus that takes a long time. It's gonna be something that you could start right away, and then how to start a $1,000 a month plus business. All right, so I know a lot of people think, of an agency or doing copywriting or something that takes kind of a long time when they're trying to make a lot of money starting from $0, but I'm gonna show you something exactly that you can literally start right now for free, and how it can profit you a lot of money. It is a little bit of hard work, but if you really, have some dedication for it, you will make a lot of money. So it is flipping items on Facebook. And now, before this goes right throughout your ear, listen to me. If you have dedication for this and you actually want to make some money to have so you could start an online business, then this is one of the best ways to do it. I mean, I did this when I was 15 years old, and I literally didn't have a license, and I couldn't drive my car. So my dad had a buddy that had a truck. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, could you ask your buddy if we can borrow his truck and go pick up some free items and we could go list them and make some money? And he said sure, and that's exactly what we did. So what you're gonna want to do is I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this right here. So what you're gonna want to do is go on Facebook Marketplace right here, and you can see just a bunch of items that are selling and everything. You could just scroll through, and I'd recommend putting like a 10-mile radius, or however much you're willing to drive, or you could even walk. If you could even bike, it just depends on the situation. So what you can do is actually just go to the search and search free, and I think a bunch of free things will come up, as you can see. So it's just a bunch of free stuff, and you're gonna want to scroll through all these. Like, for example, free piano. You could flip this for a lot of money, and people just put some free stuff out if they're moving, or if they can't sell it, or if they're not going to use it anymore. So for example, this desk right here, it's a really nice desk. I mean, you could probably pick this up and sell it for about, I don't know, $100 to $200, at least $75, and this was listed pretty recently. So if you just find some things like these, you can literally flip them and start making bank. And this does take a lot of time and effort, but it's something you could start right away. I mean, a lot of people are trying to start online businesses as their first business, and I think this is just a great business to start, because if you need a couple $100, I mean, if you need some extra money, I'd definitely recommend like trying flipping on Facebook Marketplace. And just to give you guys an example, I'm gonna actually maybe reach out to someone, just scroll through everything here. So some of it says free, like some of it says free, and it's not really free. I don't know why, but there are a lot of items, and if you don't find a lot of like good items, what you could do is expand like the radius and everything. Like it says filters within 10 miles, you could do 15 miles, 20 miles, 25 miles, just whatever you could go out and get, because this is really a great way of making money if you have your license, or you have someone else to drive you. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there, and just some tips on what you're doing when you're doing this is, I just recommend trying to get the item as fast as possible. Reach out to the seller and say, hey, I can pick it up anytime, or just talk to them about it. Make sure nobody else is coming to get it, and make sure it's free, because a lot of things are listed for free on here that are not actually free. Like if you see a car that's listed for free, it's most likely not free, and if it's like a low price, it's most likely a down payment as well. But yeah, that's just for some of them. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know about this, because it is a great method to start making some money as a teenager if you need some money. And now I'm going to go on to the side of things where I'm going to show you how to run your own pressure washing business and actually make over $1,000 a month. And I made $1,000 my first month. So I'm going to go out to the car, I'm going to go out to where all my equipment is, and show you guys exactly how I started and what equipment I got to actually start pressure washing. Okay, so in this part of the video, I'll be showing you the equipment that I'm using, and this is actually a clip from my pressure washing program, so it's kind of exclusive, and if you guys like it, there will be a link in the description. Thanks. It could actually fit your pressure washer. I have a Toyota Camry, which doesn't really fit my pressure washer. I actually had to get some straps that was strapped on the pressure washer, but if you're not in that situation and you have a truck, then that's great. So I'm gonna start off first with the surface cleaner. I'm gonna have this linked below. This is a great surface cleaner that you can just attach to your wand. And it really does work great. Unless you do have more of an expensive surface cleaner that you actually attach to your pressure washer, I would definitely recommend using this surface cleaner. Now, one of the next things I would definitely recommend is having some extra hose, because extra hose will definitely be useful to you. If the client does not have hose, you're always gonna have some hose. This is a 100-foot and a 50-foot hose that I would definitely recommend having. Now, another thing that I would definitely recommend having is some tarp. And you're probably wondering what you're gonna use this tarp for. And basically, when you are soft washing or doing jobs, you know, for example, of washing a house, like the side of a house, you are going to soft wash the chemicals on there. For example, say some sodium hypochlorite, and the sodium hypochlorite is gonna drip down to the grass and everything. And if you have some plants down there, then you're gonna want to cover that up with some tarp to ensure that none of the plants are gonna be damaged, or everything's gonna be safe. So you also want to spray some water while you're waiting on the plants, so nothing is damaged and the plants don't actually get harmed at all. So just want to let you know. And now just some basic things, just some gloves. As you can see in the trunk, it's very messy, but here's some of the emergency kits. Definitely recommend having that. You need to have that. Some brushes. I actually have a broom inside of there. And another thing that you need is a pump up sprayer for your chemicals. And I would definitely recommend mixing your chemicals diluted, about 6% sodium hypochlorite. And I would just carry around some extra chemicals. This is some extra degreaser, that I would use for my pump up sprayer. But I would just recommend having some extra, chemicals, so you don't want to run to the store during an actual job. And another thing is having some gas, so you don't have to go run out to another, gas station while you're doing a job. You just have some gas with you. Make sure it's in a safe place and it won't tip over or anything. So just a recommendation. And that's about it for this. There are some little small things, as you can see, maybe some landscaping equipment, but we do have a brush and a broom as well, just in case we need anything like that. But one thing that I actually very do recommend having is a leaf blower during your jobs, because if you use a leaf blower and it's during the fall, then a leaf blower will help you get all these leaves off. Because one thing that sucks is washing without a leaf blower and just all these leaves, when you're pressure washing. So that's something I definitely would recommend having. And now we're going to go over to this pressure washer. So this pressure washer is a Troy-Bilt 2.3 gallon per minute pressure washer, 2700 psi. And as you can see, they don't make these anymore. So I actually gave you guys a pretty good recommendation in the description that I know will be good. But this is a great pressure washer. If you get your hands on one of these, I definitely recommend you do. Here are about 4 different tips, 4 different nozzles, and you're gonna have 4 different nozzles when you do buy a pressure washer or anything. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but it'll tell you what each one does. And I would definitely just recommend using 1 or 2. You don't really want to use high pressure, so you don't leave streaks or anything like that, but you will be using the surface cleaner. Now, to attach your surface cleaner when you're not using ones that attach to the pressure washer, you're going to want to put it onto the end of the tip right here of the wand. So that's just how you normally just attach your surface cleaner. So I just want to let you guys know that. And there actually is a tank for soap in the bottom, as you can see over here. You can put your soap inside of here, and you can turn it on or off, and you can dilute it as well. So that's just something that's very useful. And as I said, make sure you have some gas in the car, so you don't have to go to the gas station after or during your job. So that's all I have for this section. And yeah, thank you.